Okay, I'm gonna open up. I don't normally do this. I don't normally talk about this, but it has reached a point where people can't just say blatant lies about someone to hurt their character and get away with it. So I'm just gonna be very open and very transparent. This may be a long video, but I have receipts. So what was specifically told about me to people, multiple people have told me this, is one, that I lied about having cancer, okay? That's one lie, that I lied about having cancer to get sympathy, okay? Another one, I exaggerate my lupus symptoms because I want sympathy, okay? That's the 2 things. 3, I wasn't actually sick. I had an STD because my husband cheats on me. Whoa. Didn't think that one would come out of nowhere. Anyways, that was another thing. So these things were said about me from a large influencer who used this to hurt my character, or to make people think that I'm a bad person. Because let's be real, anyone that pretends to have cancer to get sympathy, you're a bad person, period. Multiple people have told me that this person said this. I have screenshots of people saying that they're at an event and they heard this person saying this. Yeah, at first the screenshots, like the messages, were from like fake accounts. So I was like, okay, like these are people just trying to be messy. So I didn't say anything. Then I heard it from people that I actually trust that heard this person say it to them in person. I can't believe I have to come out and say this, but none of that is true. If you guys don't know, this time last year, I was sick for months on end, and I didn't know why. Since then, I have been diagnosed with lupus, SLE, and lupus nephritis, so everything makes sense now, but it didn't make sense then. People might think that I lied about it or I used it for sympathy because I didn't come online and talk about it all the time. I didn't live stream me getting my blood work every ER visit. I didn't feel the need to do that. Just because I didn't want to share every single private thing in my life does not mean it wasn't real. But how sick was I really? I can't believe I have to show my actual medical history, but I'm going to. So for context, I went to the ER because I thought I was having a heart attack. I was in that much pain. I had that much sharp pain right here that I thought I was having a heart attack. So I went in, they did blood work. D-dimer is supposed to be under 243. Mine was 1,638. C-reactive protein, normal value, anything under 8. Mine was 141. Please note, anything over 50 can lead to a heart attack. You guys can take a look at this. Everything was abnormal. Again, everything was abnormal. I was losing hair like crazy. There was times that I couldn't breathe on my own. And I hope you can see the date up here, but this was October 31st while I was in Dubai. This was around 1:30 p.m. And when I tell you I put on a face so people didn't realize how truly sick I was, this was me that night. So I was in the ER at 1:30 and I was here at 9:53 at an event because I was obligated to go to that. This was also me the day of. So you guys saw my blood work. And the time that I went in, because I thought I was having a heart attack, they saw my blood work. They thought originally I was having a blood clot. They did a CAT scan to see where the blood clot was, and that's when they noticed my inflamed lymph nodes. Huge lymph nodes under my left rib cage. I don't know why this is hard to talk about, but the doctor sat down and said, okay, for the past few months, we've thought you had an acute viral infection, but you have had high-grade fevers for over 2 weeks now. Your blood work is bad. You have night sweats, and your lymph nodes are huge on your CAT scan. They said that they want me to see an oncologist because they have reason to believe that it was lymphoma. They also told me that normal, like Hopkins lymphoma is like one lymph node that is swollen, but mine was many. So they're confused on if this is a rare case, like a rare kind of lymphoma. So being a 25-year-old, this absolutely broke me. Point blank, period.
I didn't tell people that it's 100% cancer. People reached out to me. Many people were very supportive and they wanted to know what was going on. And I told them that doctors said it might be cancer and I'm going to be seeing an oncologist and they're going to figure it out. I was at the height of my career. I was married. My husband was about to graduate. I thought that I was about to start a family. A big influencer was reaching out to me. I thought they were reaching out to me to be supportive and I needed the support. And I told them the day that I found out that the doctor said that it might be, cancer. I thought they were supportive. Little did I know that they use that to make brands hate me, to make people think that I'm this terrible person. I don't think this person actually believed that I was lying. This person witnessed the ER trips I took in Dubai. This person heard the pain in my voice when I would talk about everything. And thank goodness it ended up not being cancer. That was ruled out, okay? They found out that it was lupus, which is a chronic illness that can't be cured. However, it's manageable. I managed it all offline. Did I handle it well? No. Did I survive it? Yes. And maybe because people don't see lupus, they don't understand lupus, they can think I exaggerate my symptoms. But for a while, it was hell. I think people would see lupus differently if they knew that lupus is treated by microdosing someone with chemotherapy for the rest of their life. I'm treated because I take an infusion called Benlysta, which also helps my kidneys. The type of lupus I had attacked my organs, they attacked my kidneys. My lungs were really hurt at the time. That's why I was on oxygen at one point. Liver was doing crap. And my kidneys were not good. I will actually show you. Pre-warning, TMI, but this was the color of my urine. So sorry. But yeah, that's clear signs that something ain't working. The people close to me, I ranted a lot about how sick I was. I didn't go online and talk about it that much because this was real to me, not some social media thing. This influencer, we don't actually get along that well for a while. However, we sent each other something saying out of mutual respect, we won't go online talking bad about them, blah, 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 blah. They also have a huge following. I'm scared of them, gonna be honest. But mutual respect is not telling brands and people that I know and people that I work with that I lied about having cancer and I use my illness for sympathy. And then to completely say it's not even an illness that I have, I just have an STD because my husband cheats on me. That is so far out of left field. I actually don't know where that could even come from besides maybe projection. And that's not even me being mean. I just don't know where that can come from. Now, when people ask them what their proof was, why did they think that I was lying about having cancer? They said, well, didn't you watch the show? Her own mom said she was lying and manipulative. First, reality TV's fake, for the most part. And for two, I told my mom that you said that. And when she found out who you are and how old you were, she was like, that person's older than me. I'm going to deal with this. And I asked her not to. And I'm just being honest. My mom, when she knows people go low, she goes to the depths of hell. I did not want her to do that, despite what you did. And I thought about not posting this, but if you're saying this about me, what are you saying about other people? And why would you say this about me? Because I think you know that I actually didn't lie about anything, and that's why you never said it publicly on your platform, because you know that could maybe lead to lawsuits or something. My medical records speak for themselves. I didn't put everything on here, but if you want to see the oncologist notes, you can in court.